My truck is an absolute wreck. I just washed it the other day and I had to go to the junkyard, or not the junkyard, the landfill, and it got all covered in mud. But anyhow, right up the way on the top of the cap for a while. Literally, I think since I got the cap, I wanted to put an American flag on it, paint it on. It's gonna be way easier to do if I pull the cap off the truck. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And then I'm gonna probably mark it out, see how big it's gonna be. And I might get carried away and paint the whole topper black. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna chat GPT it to see what it'll look like. But anyhow, I'm gonna start with pulling it off.
What in the heck is this thing? Looks so weird without the cap.
I don't know. Kind of looks all right. Takes me back to the days when you could see my 3 all the time. But I don't know, gang. I don't know.
Tell chat what it is that y'all doing.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Anyhow,
I want a cool American flag to go on top of my topper. What's a dog doing? So we're gonna mark it out, lay some tape, sand it, and paint it. I got these stars cut out as the stars. What
I got the stars cut out.
You said we, didn't we?
No, you said I.
Nah, I did it.
this is looking pretty cool. I can't lie. Can't even lie. But gotta figure the stars out. I don't know the spacing or anything really on them yet, but it is looking pretty sweet. This is gonna all be black. Yeah, buddy. I hope this turns out as cool as it looks right now.
Can't really even see it all, but it looks pretty baller, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. I got everything sanded and ready, wiped down, shaking some paint, and we're gonna get this sucker sprayed.
We got it sprayed all up with paint.
Just started peeling 2 of these stars. Oh, that's gonna be crisp. I'm stoked. Me and the Black Eyed Peas are excited to see how this is gonna turn out. Easily one of the coolest things I think I've ever done. Another thing I would like to get done is the truck doesn't have switches. So I'm gonna throw a switch panel with some rocker switches in it. This goes like up for the dome lights, so I can put my light bar and a bunch of like different utility lights and stuff, different accessories on this. So I'm gonna work on cutting this out with my new Dremel, and hopefully it turns out good. I really don't know what to expect. I don't think I showed too much of it before.
It was kind of like this, where there's a bunch of supports. Actually, there was more, but now it's all smooth, and it's a good spot I can set that trace out. The switches are gonna be up here. I don't know. I think it'll turn out cool. Boom, I've got a big hole. The switch panel is gonna sit in there pretty much just like this. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Right there's the dome light switch panel. Sorry, it's blurry. I've only got one hand, but it's gonna work out pretty much perfect. Got the switches in. It's gonna sit up above me like this. It's gonna be cool. I'm still filming with one hand, so it's a little bit hard, but it kind of looks good. I think it's gonna sit nice in the truck. Got a panel bond the back yet, but it's all right. All right, the switches are in. I got my wallet sitting on here because I broke that switch, so I've got it glued and it's gonna be dry. Need some pressure. Anyhow, got it in. The switches look pretty cool. I had it fitted up to the truck for just a second. I think I'm gonna draw fire right here. That'd be super cool, I think.
I like fire.
I've got the fire drawn out. I'm gonna kind of lightly erase it, go over it with some red, and then under that with some orange. Also been messing with my switch panel, which is freaking awesome. I love it. Made this part down here black. Looks kind of okay. But I also added this freaking fire and my name.
You see it like this in the truck? Can't even see that. I don't know, just a little side project I was messing with while paint was drying. I think it looks kind of cool. Boom. Can't really see it. Lights are still on. Maybe it'll shut off here in a second. I don't know. I got the switch panel. Oh. Why are you so blurry? I got the switch panel installed. Sorry if it's blurry. Daggone where it says lemon flames. Looks pretty cool. Oh, that's gonna screw me. That light's stuck on. I broke that knob. I broke that little button. This button here, what's going on? Maybe I broke both of them. I did break this button though. That's kind of sucky a little bit. But I got the switch panel in. Looks pretty good. Switches work. Obviously they're not wired up yet. I mess with it heavy. It's kind of subtle. You can't even hardly see the lemon from seating position. But it's there. It's cool. I mess with the fire. I'm happy with it. That is freaking awesome, and the lines are crisp.
I got the rig back together.
The cap's back up on, and the flag is on. Took it for its maiden voyage. Good little bit of a drive today. Went to Summit Racing and stuff. Not bad, not bad. I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty baller. I can't even lie. I'm stoked. But like I said, I'm blurry. Like I said, I went to Summit Racing. Got me a little fuse block, aftermarket accessory fuse block for my switches up here. So I'm gonna rip this down, wire up. I'm gonna rip that down. I'm gonna route some wiring and stuff. All for the next video. So you'll have to come back if you want to see how it all turns out. But I've got a couple things ready. I'm gonna go test them in the kitchen. I'll show you what I got, but I'm not gonna show them on the truck, obviously. This is that. All right, so these are the little lights that I got. There's 6 of these, 2, 4, yeah, 6 of these. I'm not sure how I'm gonna route them or put them or anything. They're pretty dang bright. There's a bunch of different modes. I also have these lights, which I might try to put inside the cap. I'm not sure yet. And then I've got these lights that I'm going to take the cigarette lighter plug off and test the wiring, see what happens. All right, I got both of these wired up. They have like a trigger switch to change how they flash, and I've got them both set. All right, that one doesn't hold apparently. That's unfortunate. I don't know how I'm gonna get the triggers to work together, but anyhow, I can trigger both of them, but like obviously they're not in the same, which they're not that far apart if I find the right setting and I just choose to stick with that one. And I don't know for sure where I put these, because I could put these on top of the cap, like one facing forward and one facing backward or something like that. Thought about putting them on the back of the cap. I don't know where I'm going to put these. I could put like one in each wheel well, but like I said, it's going to be an issue being able to see what's flashing with itself and what's not. And I don't know how I'm going to put a trigger, because this isn't that kind of switch. It's an on or off. It's not a toggle. I have another switch that I could wire up to where I can bump them and change them. Or I can just put an access point so I can change them manually. I've had these things for like 2 years. I looked on Amazon and I got my switch set, which is what I'm playing with. I got my switches January, I think 12th, 2024. So that is literally like a couple days shy of 2 years. Today is the 4th, so in 10 days I'll have these switches for 2 years. And I forget if I showed you, but the switches turn on. All right, run those switches, girl. Just different colors or whatever. There's like a whole bunch of options, and like I said, they're ridiculously bright. I mean, it's lighting up the whole room. Maybe next week we'll have these wired in. These and a couple other random things.